This one's working. Hello, hello. There. So we're trying something new this time. Again, hi everyone. I was I was actually live earlier with our friend Jake Galvez from the Philippines, but this time we're going back to Europe.
Yay.
Yes,
With me.
with Freddie. And I'm sure you've seen Freddie as well in our previous videos. Freddie, of course, is one of the main members of the Nomads team. But yeah,
And a Eurovision fan.
and a Eurovision fan.
Important fact today. Yeah.
I'm gonna try. Okay, there. We have volume. It's working. The mic is working.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, it's a weekend. It's a Saturday night.
Friday.
Sorry, sorry. Wanted to be Saturday already, but it's a Friday night. We're both tired.
Yeah.
We're both tired from Nomad's work and, of course, his own job. But since it's a weekend, it's a Saturday, we want to react to um, trends in Europe, right? Especially Eurovision.
Yeah.
Now, part of the Nomads channel is, of course, to talk about culture, to talk about what's buzzing, what's relevant in culture, in pop culture, in society right now. And what better way to do it than to react to hot songs right now?
Hot songs,
right?
you know. Like Eurovision has become such a trending topic. Like every new video that comes out, and I think since February we've had like two or three, a couple of videos of the new Eurovision songs of each country coming out every week, and every week it turns into like a trending topic, and you have all what we're doing actually right now, all those people reacting to the song and making like predictions about who's going to win and how successful the song is going to be at the contest. It's it's become like a thing, really, like this game.
Exactly. And of course, tonight we are reacting to the newly released single from the UK.
Yes.
Eurovision's UK's Eurovision entry.
Yeah.
And contestant Olly Alexander, who already has made a name in global music in the UK as well, of course, where he's from. But this time he's gonna try out, compete at the Eurovision and try it out.
I just want to add something about the UK and Eurovision, which I think has a very complicated history. This country with Eurovision, they've always been like bottom of the list since, I mean, for many years, as long as I remember actually watching Eurovision. And it's only in the last couple of years that UK has made a wonderful comeback with Sam. I don't remember his name right now, but Rocket Man song, which was wonderful. It ended up being number 2. That's why they ended up hosting last year the Eurovision. And now they're like a powerhouse of Eurovision again. So everyone was expecting this song. Of course, Olly is a famous artist, so everyone was expecting something great from him. There were like some teasers already on social media. So the expectations are really high. That's why we were very eager to see this video.
Yeah. And for those who are not familiar with Eurovision, people who live outside Europe, Eurovision is a phenomenon in Europe. And actually some of the songs in Australia as well, and in the Middle East. And actually, in fact, some of the songs people outside Europe or non-Eurovision fans would know, and they haven't probably realized that it's coming from Eurovision. So I can't wait. Let's go ahead and watch the video. Of course, we'll turn down the volume right now, but we'll go ahead and watch the video. Dizzy by Olly Alexander.
I really like the title.
Yeah, I love the title. And of course, we've seen the clips, the teasers of Dizzy, Olly Alexander, and the UK's entry at the Eurovision 2024.
Yeah.
And we've been liking it. Now let's see the video and the entirety of the song.
Exactly. Which is very important.
So the question is it worth the wait?
Yeah.
Dizzy?
Yeah.
Olly Alexander's song?
Yeah.
And
can we say it's a favorite?
Is it a
or
favorite?
Does it stand a chance?
Does it
or
stand a chance?
Not, or yeah.
Exactly.
Let's watch it.
Let's go ahead and play the clip.
Yeah. So, ooh.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm loving the video already.
Me too. And I'm also loving his body language. Actually, the way he moves, I think, is extremely interesting.
Yeah. Super.
I think he will probably risk some really daring dancing moves in his performance. He's a dancer too.
True.
Yeah, he's very physical. Oh my god. The melody is really, really catchy, isn't it?
Yeah, so you might hear the echo, guys. Sorry about that.
Look, yeah, he has a very interesting way of dancing. His voice is good, huh? I will have to really have a close look at the lyrics. There's something about this song that seems to be about also a bit about, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like being in love and whatever. It's also something about mental health, right? Yeah. Like the dance moves are interesting. Yeah. I can't wait to see the performance.
Yeah.
Wow. But I love the scene in the bathtub. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell he's an actor too, right? He likes to do his acting part. It's very effective. Yeah. I like it.
Oh, he's a really good actor.
And he's so physical. I really like that he's giving 200% body wise and yeah.
True.
I think he's a charismatic performer. And the song, well, let's talk about the song after that. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're in for a very, very strong performance, right?
I'm not sure if the audio is working. Let's see. Check it out. Hopefully it is working. Let me just test this out. Hope it's working. Hello. Let's see if it's working. Hello? Okay, it's working. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Oh, wow.
So your reaction to the song? Yeah, I mean, there's two. There are two things here, the video and the song.
Yeah. I hope it was working earlier. I hope people could hear us earlier. I'm sorry, this is the first time we're using this platform for a one-person live using StreamYard. But yeah, I will need to. You want to go ahead and start first? Because I want to see the clips.
Yeah.
To
so, well, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the other entries. I would say about 2/3 of the countries have already selected their entries to Eurovision. Either like Olly, actually the UK, they just like he was chosen. I don't know by whom, but there were no like was no contest. But like now, I think most of the countries, like here in Spain, they have this selection process, which in itself is like a national event, like this festival and this song contest, which is of course on TV, like with the semifinals and everything. And so you get like you get familiar with all the songs, and the winner has already like a strong following, a national following to start with. Olly didn't go through that process. He was selected by professionals, I think, directly in the UK. But other countries have selected their songs first. I would say we have, yeah, some strong entries. So, but I would definitely put Olly as one of the strongest.
Yeah.
Just I was expecting it. Just like the quality of the song is very good.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's very easy on the ear. It's very catchy. It's a good song. It's what you would expect on the UK. Like it's really like a catchy like pop song. Like it's very very good. I think as a performer, he fits wonderfully into the Eurovision expectations. Like his style, what it stands for, and is really very Eurovision compatible. Like, but it's like it's not like he transformed for it. It's in DNA as an artist. So I think he's very very compatible with the format of the contest. I think he's a good dancer. He has charisma. He has a good voice, from what I heard in other live performances. Well, I think he's going to do really, really well at Eurovision. What do you think?
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I was having a problem earlier with reacting to the video because I couldn't hear the music. You want to listen to the music. That's why I had a problem reacting to the video, but because of the volume was too low. But like looking at it right now, for instance.
Yeah, that scene in the bathroom is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, I just wanted to, hear it louder, so that's why I used the headset. Okay, now my reaction to Olly Alexander's Dizzy, I think it's gonna be, I love it, first and foremost. I love the song already. I love it. I think it's gonna be a hit. It's so radio friendly.
Yeah, totally.
And I think I agree with you. Olly in the UK and Dizzy, is gonna be a front runner.
Yeah.
One of the front runners. At this year's Eurovision.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking if it's how it ranks. If it's in my personal top 5.
Well, like, is it a winner? That's the real question. And I'm not sure. And of course, you have to compare it with the other contestants. Like it's a very, 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 I would say, easy entry. Is it a shocker? Eurovision, like they like to go for shockers too. So it really, but like the quality is very high.
Yeah.
I think it will depend a lot on his live performance.
Yes.
Because I think the professional, like not so much for the public, because there's a vote from the audience, but also from a professional jury. I think the professional jury, they really, really, really like the technical performance, both in terms of voice and dancing, right? And if he does really well on those two things, he might do really well, because I know that with the audience he will go really well. I think also the UK has fallen in love again with Eurovision in the last 2 years, so there will be lots of people voting for him. And also I think he already has a huge following as an artist, so I think lots of people from abroad are also going to vote for him. So I think he's definitely going to be one of the favorites. Maybe too easy. Like I would like. I don't know. I would almost like him to be more like second and third, and have someone else. Maybe with less, less weight, less like a heavy weight to win. Someone no one knew before, from a country that's not won in a long time.
True. Because they were already second place.
And I'm thinking of a few things we've seen which are very interesting.
Yeah.
And,
well, before you get there, a few reasons why I think Dizzy by Olly Alexander from the UK will be one of the front runners at this year's Eurovision. Number one, his voice. It's so strong. He's such a professional. He has a wide range, and the song actually highlights his voice. And I saw a clip of his performance, not a performance, a practice or like a session with his backup singers. They were doing a melody, I would say a harmony of one of the I would say stanzas, parts of the song. It's amazing. His voice is amazing. And I can just imagine the live version of this song, right? So that's number one. Number two, his performance value, his stage presence. If you've seen his videos before, you can watch it on his YouTube channel. Wow, he's such a professional. He's so talented. He's probably one of the most talented artists to ever to be on stage this year at the Eurovision.
Yeah, like in terms of experience and like
he's one of the most experienced, even though he's one of the young. Oh, he's
very young.
A young artist.
He looks very young.
Late 20s, I would say.
Yeah, he looks even younger than that.
Yeah. And so that's number two. His capability, or his capability basically to perform on stage.
Is a very intelligent,
right?
Very intelligent choice from the UK, because lots of people, they're like, why do they choose people that no one ever heard about when we have lots of artists who would be very, very they would be gratified to participate in Eurovision. So I think the UK, they just did that. They just chose someone who already had like you know, like the quality value of experience, and they just put him out there. And I think it's a very good choice. And also they paid, I mean, the song is, I mean, the writers of the songs are probably really good. They really put a lot, I think, of money and a lot of energy to really make the UK stand out this year.
True. I would say the UK is in it to win it. I mean, they're really serious about it this time.
You know what I don't want though, because so it's been like 2 years. Like last year, the UK was second, but it was hosting. Then Sweden won, and now it's going to be hosting in Malmö in Sweden. I just don't want to have a back and forth between Sweden and the UK, which is very possible, because the Sweden, I think, we've seen the semi-finals. They're in the process of selecting they have such good songwriters that, you know, a lot of the songs are good. Like Sweden will always do really well in Eurovision. So it's like those two are doing really well that right now, that the UK and Sweden. I just want other countries to really stand out. So.
No, we haven't seen all of course, there are still more entries coming up at the Eurovision. For this year's Eurovision entries. So this is not the ultimate, I would say,
we have
opinion.
1/3 to go. I mean, we
exactly.
have a lot of,
but the third reason why I think it's going to be one of the front runners, it's the song, of course. So the artist first, his talent, and then of course the other part would be the song. I think it's like what you said, it's such a strong song. It's so catchy, and I think it's emotional. It will I think it will attract a lot of fans. And I think
so
people
too.
will love
Yeah, I
singing
think
to
the
it,
audience-
dancing to it. It's
The
so
audience in Malmö, they will go crazy over that song. They will know the lyrics. If he has a very strong performance, it can even be very emotional because he has that electricity, right? When he, so I think it can
and
be.
the song allows
Allows that kind of like a trance kind of state, trance-like kind of state. So I think it's very interesting. Like I'm kind of excited.
Yeah,
for
the
it.
music is kind of like a trance part.
Yeah. But like maybe like to finish, let's talk about the other
so
things that might be interesting that we also see, also saw among the entries that are out already.
So far, what do you think of the other entries?
Well, they are bad ones as always, but we need we need like some songs to laugh a little bit about, and like a bit outrageous, a bit like lots of people copying also like trends from past years, which we find kind of annoying. And this year we've seen, for example, lots of like copycats of Finland's song last year, which we ended up really loving, not from the start, but we ended up loving. And like lots of people this year, they're trying to do the same kind of like, I don't know how to qualify it, like we like, I don't know, but like it doesn't work as well as the
Edgy,
original. Yeah.
alternative.
And of course we
yeah.
have the
Rock.
Fuego / Chanel wannabes, like the girls who are doing the super dance, long hair, whatever, sexy but easy, a bit,
Which is pretty cool. But if you copy the same style of
do
dancing,
it differently.
yeah, I mean, of course, I love
At least-
diva.
Yeah, at least two or three artists who are doing that.
Yeah, I
kind
mean,
of
I love diva style of
Yeah,
dancing,
it works for that
like
Eurovision too.
with Chanel and also Cyprus a few years ago,
Yeah.
Fuego.
Yeah.
But they had their own distinct style, even if it's dance pop.
Yeah.
And I mean, there have been a lot of like great songs,
Yeah.
dance songs
Yeah.
from the Eurovision.
Yeah.
And Chanel and Fuego actually are
Yeah.
one of them, are some of them.
And we might.
But yeah, this year, some of these pop songs, I agree with you, in my opinion as well, copied, the hits
Yeah.
from before.
And it's like, I mean, we were, of course, we were biased because we live in Spain, but like if Chanel didn't end up winning Eurovision with the performance she pulled like that night, she was incredible. Like, why would someone who's less good than her, honestly, like a lesser version, why would they do better? Like she was number 3, 2 years ago, Chanel.
Well,
Yeah.
to be honest, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm biased because I'm a fan of other countries, like France, for instance.
This year,
No, like
in general.
in general, from the very beginning, I was watching the Eurovision. So I would say I'm a fan of other countries, and I would say Spain is one of them, but Spain is not my number one country. But that's why I can agree with you when you said, the quality that Chanel and even Fuego from Cyprus started when it comes to dance pop. Wow,
Yeah.
that's like something to beat.
So you can do dance pop, but not just like the choreography, for example, like some of the things I've seen is like, okay, well, like it's really like copying what they did. Even the songs are very similar. You can do dance pop in another way too.
Of course. Yeah.
And
then the alternative ones, they seem to be copying Finland because it was such a huge success and an amazing song and performer as well.
But we've seen
last year's Finland.
We've seen interesting entries too, like even Belgium, even Netherlands, right? Was interesting, wasn't it? But Belgium was very interesting. I love Italy. I always love Italy at Eurovision. It's one of my favorites, and I love the girl that shows. La Noia is the name of the song. I think it's a very strong song, and I really like her charisma. So I'm gonna really stand for this girl. Voice-wise, I think France is just incredible. He has such a strong voice, so I think that might.
He has a talent.
Yeah, that will score a lot.
It's gonna make a difference in live version.
Live, I think people are gonna be like.
So that's why I'm looking forward to Olly Alexander's live performance. Hopefully before the competition, before the finals. He would perform the song live. I hope we see that.
Just like one thing I'm thinking about, like of course, like lots of songs are in English, like at Eurovision, and it's good because everyone can understand them. But I think if you have a strong song which is in another language than English, especially if it's a language people love, it kind of like it brings a lot of love. Especially, I would say like French, Spanish, Italian. People love those songs, and I think this year they're smart enough to perform in all those 3 countries in their own language, and
hopefully Greece too, because I'm looking forward to Greece.
Also a really nice,
Greece has a really good choice, right? They made a good choice when it comes to the artists. I'm looking forward to that. Let's rank it. So far,
we haven't talked about Spain.
Yeah, but no, let's talk about our ranks already, and you can talk about Spain. Or we can have another video, by the way, about the other countries like Spain. Thora being really
Because I'm gonna say like
popular
in terms of quality of the song.
Why don't we rank it?
Okay.
Give me your top 3 or top 5. Up to you. 3 or 5. so far?
I have top 4.
Okay, so far.
But I have like people, like I have like ties. I mean, this is definitely first in terms of quality because it changed a
Wow.
lot.
See, so that's the reactions. Number one,
But
after watching it for the first time.
yeah, but I'm very biased, and I don't think it will. But I think Spain really deserves to have a high ranking because of the quality of the song. I even prefer the French song, the Spanish song to this song in terms of I don't know. It puts me like in
Zora.
such a good place, Zorra. I think because it's been like a very controversial. I think the lyrics are very interesting, like very empowering. Some people would say very offensive. There's a debate there, but I think it's interesting that it opens that kind of debate. I think the performance and the style and the age also of the singer, I don't know, is very endearing. The problem
Nebulosa.
that I had, Nebulosa, the name of the band, the problem that I have is voice-wise, she really needs to work a lot in order to do better, because that was not what I would expect from a winner of Eurovision. And that's my only, but it's a big problem with it. But like the song is a delight.
So
And I think
your rank.
I would say number
Your
two,
ranking.
two. This one is first in terms of chances of
Which
winning.
one is first?
Olly Alexander.
Okay, UK.
Nebulosa, Spain.
Spain.
Second. Italy, third. Third might be second. In terms of my I just love this singer. I just love her. And then I would put France. Not because I'm French, but because it's not my kind of song, to be honest. But like, I think the artist has so much charisma too, and
it has a lot of
vocally, it's beautiful.
It has a huge potential.
Yeah. So I really, and it's a song that grows on you, even if it's not your style. And I think it really it's a very romantic, passionate song. And I think the French language is made for those kind of songs. I really like it. And I don't know, I don't remember, but I think Belgium, if I had to put, Belgium would be number 5. And it might even, because it was a very good song. And I think the artist has the same kind of a crazy charisma as Olly. So I think there might be it might do really well. And of course, there are all the countries like Greece, you're mentioning. Australia hasn't come out soon. A lot of countries. Ukraine is one of the favorites. I'm not going to put it in my, but it's probably number 6. Because the song is very strong.
Yeah. And like what we said earlier, there are still more entries to be announced. Other countries
like Sweden, for example,
to announce their songs. And well, they already have, I think a lot of them have their artists, and the others, they need to choose their artists. They're doing their local festivals, their local competitions. So anyway, for me, my top so far, because I really have to watch all the videos first, listen to the songs again. I would love to listen to it again, but just, I would say, first impression after watching this video, after listening to the UK song, Olly Alexander's Dizzy. Okay, my personal favorites, I'm gonna give you top 3 personal favorites. Personal favorite number 1 is Spain. Zora, Thora by Nebulosa. Okay, that's not my number 1. Personal favorites. Number 2, this is my number 2 now. Dizzy. That's my number 2. Okay? The UK, by the UK. My number 3 right now, that's going to be, I would say it's a tie between, if I had to choose between Belgium and Belgium, France, and Ukraine. So probably it's a tie right now. My number 3 is a tie between Belgium, Ukraine, and France. Sorry, Belgium, Ukraine. Did I say France earlier? Yeah. France. It's tough. Belgium. Okay, favorites. Okay, so Belgium is my 3rd favorite. Now, trying to be objective, if I need to be objective, I think so far the number 1 would have to be UK. Dizzy. Okay. Number 2 will probably be a tie between France and Ukraine
Yeah.
for number 2. France and Ukraine. And number 3 is Spain. Zora by Nebulosa.
Okay, you've just changed your ranking, right?
No, because the first one are my
Personal,
personal favorites.
and the second,
The
like in
second,
terms of, yeah.
yeah, in terms of like how I think Eurovision
Yeah.
chooses their winners.
Yeah.
Number 1, how the different countries would vote.
Yeah.
In terms of I would say like the general taste of
Yeah.
the European or the Eurovision
Sense.
community.
Yeah.
And then I think the appeal of the song.
Yeah.
I think the overall appeal
Yeah.
of the song. So if I were a Eurovision jury member, for now it's gonna be UK. Number 1. Number 2 is Spain. And then number 3 would be sorry. Number 2, did I say? My number 2 was Ukraine.
Ukraine is
Yeah.
favorite,
Ukraine.
and France, you said.
Number 2 is a tie, right? Ukraine.
And then
and France. And number 3 is Spain.
And of course, we're not mentioning like I think Norway got a really good reception. Lots of
Norway
countries,
is
but if we don't mention them because it hasn't
Yeah.
impacted us in the same way. But like what happened with for example say Finland last year, we might change our mind. Closer to the date after listening several times, and also what I think what's really important is seeing the actual performance, because Olly video, the Belgium artist video, the other artists that I mentioned like Slimane for France, the Italian girl, I've seen live performances because they have some live performances online, and the Ukrainian singers too, and I know they are gonna kill it. On stage,
Definitely.
on stage, yeah,
Definitely.
I think Olly too, but I need to see the performance.
So I've seen videos of Olly. I've followed him. I followed his career. And I think he's gonna rock it on stage. He's gonna kill it. And I can just imagine, because the video, of course, is more subtle, but just imagine the live performance, the live version of the song. So I think it's gonna do great. Who knows after the other entries come out, especially Sweden, Greece, etc. That might change. And also some of the current, the previously announced artists might, release new clips, new live versions, especially since some of them are going to perform in I think in other cities, right? They're going to perform live. So let's see if that changes. These are these, I would say, this reaction is of course an initial reaction. I would say perspectives and opinions can still change, will definitely change in the coming weeks and months. And so that's what we do at Nomads Media. On weekends we enjoy music, and predictions, predictions, and then and trends. So hopefully we get to do more of this, and can't wait for the next next batch of songs for the Eurovision.
We might do other videos of reactions for that, right? And
who knows when
updates
Sweden
on where we
out.
Sweden, Greece, and updates on where we are, because maybe we because some from time to time we listen to the songs again, and like some song that at first on first hearing you don't really not so catchy, then after hearing it several times you realize it's a super good song. So some songs like they need more time to be digested. So that's why things might change. Some songs grow on you, and some songs tire you. So that's an element to take into account, because nowadays most of the Eurovision fans, they won't listen to the song for the first time on the day of the competition. Like us, they would have listened to it before. So we have also to take into account that factor that has to do with time.
Very interesting.
I know.
So I mean, of course we can go on and on endlessly, talking about
on
music.
this topic, but like you could hear
music.
other topics
I mean, not just Eurovision, but on music, on I would say issues right now, and
Yeah.
of course on career
Yeah.
and
On
passions,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Our passions as well
Yeah.
outside music.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, and looking forward to spending the weekend relaxing and working less. And we'll see you next week for more, of course, stories of passion, of dreams, of career and business and life abroad. See
Bye,
ya.
CA.